Most of Florida is bracing for Hurricane Milton. Disney World is even making some operational adjustments. All theme parks will close in phases today. The parks will likely stay closed Thursday as well. And right now, a big concern for officials and residents. There is still a lot of debris left from Hurricane Helene all across yards and lined up along the street. A lot of people saying it really smells there too. This is a look at the streets in Siesta Key. The strong winds will blow around everything yet again. You can see just to get some of the debris out of the way, it's been dumped at the Florida Fairgrounds in hopes that it can be, kind of somewhat contained there. But that is a huge concern when you have these high winds and, you're trying to hunker everything down. A lot of stuff in the atmosphere to just kind of blow around into everything, Chesley.
Yeah, connect as projectiles. Yeah, and they got a lot of debris like along the streets there from the last storm, as you mentioned. So just a mess. It could be a real mess down there, especially with a Category 5 or 4 hurricane making landfall later on tonight. So something that we'll be watching out for. Not very many impacts around here at all. You're going to enjoy some beautiful weather, at least here in the Atlanta metro area. Maybe to our southeast, we have our coastline, some more show flow there. But that's about it for us, folks. But we're watching this storm, still a monster storm. New update has just come in, still a Category 5 hurricane, packing winds up to 160 miles per hour, headed right toward Florida. This is a big one. This is a big one here. You can see all the hurricane warnings right along the west and east coast at this particular point as that storm will make its way further off to the north. Now here's the latest. Winds at 160 miles per hour, moving to the northeast at 14 miles per hour. So that's a pretty good clip as it continues to push further off to the north. Now it should impact a little bit this year, which means the storm dies down just a little bit. But either way, you're still talking about a Category 4 hurricane. Winds up to about 130, 140 miles per hour as it makes landfall later on tonight, either in this particular model from the Hurricane Center shows it making landfall after midnight. Now, we had some models making it landfall a little bit earlier than that, but either way, you're talking about tonight through tomorrow morning, and then this will start to lose strength as it runs across land. Category 1 hurricane, when it moves back out into the Atlantic, that'll be by Thursday afternoon. Going into Friday, we'll watch it continue to dissipate as it continues to fly further off into the Atlantic, moving over toward the east. Now, far away from us, that again, our impacts, you probably won't feel anything at all, but it's along our coastline where we're watching tropical storm force winds possible. Now we have that red, that's hurricane warnings. This would be tropical storm warnings, all that blue that you see there, right along the coastline here from Savannah all the way down to St. Mary's Island. And this is a new update for us where we just had those tropical storm watches that extend a little bit further inland. And now we're under a a tropical storm warning right along the coastline there where we're expecting tropical storm force winds. Right now, not much going on. We got the clouds in place, a few showers down towards St. Mary's and down toward Jacksonville. That's about it. For the rest of us, at least here in the metro, we're fine, folks. Clear skies on the outside, or fair skies, we'll call it. Looking pretty good, and that's the way it's going to stay pretty much all day long today. Temperatures are in the 50s in a lot of spots. 57 degrees in Canton. You got 58 in Duluth, 59 degrees in Gainesville, 58 over toward Carrollton, holding on to the 60s in Atlanta, Covington, Athens right at 60 degrees. 50, right at 50 in Blairsville. That's a cool spot for us. May dip your toe in the 40s before rising up into the upper 70s to around 80 degrees for this afternoon. Not a whole lot going on over us, and that's the way it's going to stay. High pressure dominating our skies. That front well down to the south helping to protect us, and that's the way it's going to be. You're looking at the storm again, making landfall possibly by tonight, going into tomorrow. That will scoot right across the peninsula and then out to sea again by Thursday afternoon, where conditions will get a little bit better down here weather-wise over toward Florida. For us, not many changes at all. We'll hold on to the sunshine for today. We'll do it again on Thursday. Friday, pretty much the same. Our winds on the light side. A little bit cooler though on Friday, only 74 degrees for an afternoon high temperature after a 53-degree start. We'll warm it up briefly as we head through the upcoming weekend, getting up to 81 degrees by Sunday and then cooling back down again as we head into next week, only around 70 by Tuesday of next week.